Hello everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin Tips. So today we're going to be talking about a high-paying Tron faucet that you can use here in 2025 to build your Tron coin holdings for free, really easy and passively. So if all of that sounds interesting to you, I do want to make sure to ask you to stick around through the entire video so that you don't miss out on any of the great tips and tricks that I have to help you earn more and keep more of the Tron that you are earning here in 2025. So before we dive into the video, I do always like to start off here on CoinMarketCap, just taking a quick look at what's going on in the crypto markets as a point of reference if you happen to be watching this video in the future. So if you aren't interested in this portion of the video, feel free to skip ahead 1 to 2 minutes and we'll be getting into the site then. But overall, as you can see, crypto has slightly gone up, but over the last 24 hours, relatively flat, up just over 0.5%. But of course, looking at the top 10 here, we're going to see very similar numbers, about the same for Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is still nice to see, with Bitcoin up over $106,000 again. So hopefully we can continue to see this grow. Now, of course, a lot of people are anticipating the crypto bull run to get here very, very soon. We are right on schedule for it, so hopefully we start to see prices going up. But of course, looking at Tron here, number 9, priced at about 28 cents, which is actually down almost 1% today, but up 5.25% over the last 7 days. So clicking in here to look a little bit closer here, you can see that the all-time high here was about 6 months ago in December, where Tron was about 44 cents a coin. So that is, roughly, 15 cents per coin that you're holding of gain if you start building your holdings now. So how do we start building these Tron holdings? Well, we're going to use a site here called Free Tron. Now, what's cool about this is there's a few different ways to earn, and one of the easiest and most straightforward ways here is just the traditional faucet roll. Now, as you can see, you can win up to $300 from this faucet if you get that lucky 10,000 number roll, which is just over 1,050 total Tron. So basically, you just go ahead and roll. I'll enter in my username, Bitcoin Tips YouTube. Let's see if I can not hit all the keys at once, but just like that, I can go ahead and roll. Click the items that don't use electricity, which are the 2 bicycles here. And as you can see, once that's verified, I get my roll here, which we'll take a look at the VIP club in a second, but I rolled 7,369, which of course is in that lowest range, meaning I did only get 0.00106 Tron. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this is going to make you rich from this faucet. You're not going to most likely win this $300 every time you roll, but as you can see, you get to roll just about every 3.5 hours, which is still a really good chance of winning that $300. Now, you might be thinking, well, why would I be wasting my time, if I'm going to win this smaller amount every single time? Well, not only is that, free Tron that goes into your account, but there are other ways to earn here on the site. So if you pop over here to this Earn More section, if you're familiar with crypto faucets, a lot of these options will look familiar. Ethereum Research, CPX Research, Lootably, TimeWall, kind of all of those are pretty standard. Now, the one that I highly recommend is going into Lootably here, and as you can see right on the home page, there are a lot of different options that pay up to over 10,000 and some even over hundreds of thousands of tokens. Now, I do want to take a second to say, when it does say something here like 520,000 tokens, that's not Tron coin, that's just purely tokens, which is something here on the site. I'll talk about that more in just a second. But what you're going to want to do for the most passive and easiest way to earn is come over to the videos section where you'll find Cheddar TV. Now, if you're not familiar with Cheddar TV, basically it's similar to YouTube, where you just watch YouTube videos or Cheddar TV videos, and they pay you in Cheddar TV points. You can then take those points and convert them over to the tokens here on the site. Now, the reason I recommend this one over everything else is because of how passive it is. I've personally used this strategy for many, many years now, and basically all you have to do is set it up and let it run. You can expect to spend about 10 to maybe 15 minutes a month maintaining this strategy, just making sure that things are still running, cashing out, getting the tokens here on free Tron, and then, making sure that it's continuing. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about the tokens. So as you can see here, there's a button that's redeem tokens to Tron. If I flip these over here, you can see that 1 Tron equals about 134 tokens. So jumping real quick back into Lootably, you can see that a lot of these are paying really, really well. This upside one here, over 8,000 tokens, almost 9,000, and at, about 130 tokens per Tron. That's several Tron coins that you're earning. So very cool to see that there. But in addition to just converting them over into Tron, there's actually this section here called the VIP Club. And this is where you can really take advantage of some of the features here on this site, level up, and earn even more Tron every single day. So as you can see here, the unranked, basically you're just getting the basic features here. 1 roll per day, no multiplier, just it's a 1x. If you win 1 Tron, you're getting 1 Tron. Your exchange commission is 5%, which means when you go from tokens into Tron, 5% of that's going to be held back. Now, the big thing here is as you level up, you're going to start getting more and more benefits. There is also a level up bonus, so when you go to level up, you'll get a certain amount of tokens back as a thank you for leveling up. So as you can see, to go from unranked to copper 1, 2,500 tokens, and that basically gets you a lower exchange commission. But as you start going up, level 2 here, you're getting 2 free rolls per day, and then you're also getting a 3% commission. The next thing is you start to see your multiplier go up, and as you continue going up, eventually once you make it to silver 2 here, your exchange commission is free, and then every level after that is either another free roll or an increase in reward roll multiplier payout. Now these levels go all the way up through Legend, and Legend 3 here, your absolute maximum benefits on the site are 30 free rolls per day, a 2.5x multiplier, no exchange commission of course, and then your level up bonus, which of course is hidden until you get to that level up. Now what I will say is, if I forgot to mention, the link to free Tron is down in the description below. I highly recommend you sign up, but you will also find some links to some other sister sites that are very similar to this one that pay out in a different kind of cryptocurrency. This leveling system here is specific per site. So if you are watching this video because you love Tron, you think it's going to be the next Bitcoin, it's going to be the most valued cryptocurrency, that's awesome. Spend your time leveling up here on this site. But if you're watching this and think, I really like Tron, I'd like to have some in my wallet, but I prefer Shiba Inu or Dogecoin or Bitcoin or Litecoin. There's other sites out there from this overall company that if you would rather have those coins, go over there, level up. It's a very similar system, and then come back over to Tron once you've leveled up and start building these up. Now, the final thing I want to mention about this is they also have a monthly and weekly contest for how much you use the site. And as you can see, this is by all of the websites. So unlike the leveling system where it's specific to the site that you chose, this one is across everything. So you can see the person in first place for the monthly challenge is doing this on the BFG site. Second place is free Litecoin, and we do have someone in 5th place here using the Tron website. And your prizes range from 30,000 tokens down to 500 depending on where you end up. And this goes for the weekly contest as well, so keep that in mind. But with that being said, again, the links to this site as well as all of the other sites in this ecosystem are down below in the description, and I highly recommend that you at least check this one out, if not all of them, because hey, it's free cryptocurrency. It's got a great leveling system that lets you build up and earn more cryptocurrency, whether it's Tron or any of the other coins, to build your holdings in preparation for the 2025 bull run. So again, thank you so much for watching, and if you're still here, consider hitting the like button and subscribing to Bitcoin Tips. It really does help us out and allow us to provide these videos here for free for you on YouTube. And if you have any questions about this site, make sure to leave a comment down below as well. And if you're looking to support the channel a little further, we do also have the channel memberships and super thanks options down below, which of course any support in that area is greatly appreciated. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.